Arvell Reese will be in 2025 and why?
So I'm using a simple word to somehow encapsulate how good and important I think this guy is. Arvell Reese will be crucial. And the reason why is I think that Ohio State needs him to be what we think he can be. Maybe not, reach his ceiling this year, right? Like maybe there's another year until he reaches, that true ceiling. But we all expect him to be pretty darn good, and maybe even the best linebacker on the team. And I think it's important for him to get there. I think Ohio State could use that because behind them, as high as we are on Peyton Pierce, and I'm sure we'll talk about him as a bit, as high as we are on Riley Pettijohn, Arvell Reese being very good and being a no doubt this guy is ready to start and be among the best linebackers in the Big Ten is very important to Ohio State. To play alongside Sonny Styles in a defense that's losing a ton and that we have question marks about, the defensive line, having a guy like Arvell Reese step up is important at linebacker. I think it's important maybe even a bit outside of linebacker because I do think that they want to use him in different ways and do with him a little bit of what we saw them do with Cody Simon and maybe then and then some. Like we've said it a million times since that Oregon game. This defense, something changed when they unleashed Cody Simon, especially the way that it is. Sonny Styles too, but especially Cody Simon. And I think we're going to see more of that with Arvell Reese. I think it's going to be more important because I don't think you have as much proven on the defensive line as you did last year. Like you're going to have to unleash Arvell Reese in ways that you did with Cody Simon last year. So I think that's important. I also think he's important for the future of this room. You lose Sonny Styles next year, Arvell Reese is going to come back, probably, maybe not. I don't know. We're going to project him for right now as the best linebacker on the 2026 team. And he's a guy that we are kind of still looking at, like how's he going to grow in a leadership perspective? How's he going to grow on the field? Like his development's important for the 2026 season because alongside him, you're looking at Pettijohn or Pierce, who's going to take that next step, who are the starting linebackers in 2026? And I think right now we're circling Arvell Reese, but like, if he doesn't tap into that potential, then you're looking at 2026 being like, okay, so who are the starting linebackers and how good are they? Because a lot of Arvell Reese is still projections. And if he doesn't project the way that we think he will, then 2026, you start having some more questions. Not that I think the room would be bad, but it's like, okay, Riley Pettijohn's progression is maybe a bit more important now. Peyton Pierce, hey, if Arvell's not tapping into it, we hope that you're tapping into it. Like there's aspects to it where if Arvell Reese is what we think he can be in 2025, life becomes a lot easier in 2026 and beyond as well. So Arvell Reese, the word I use is crucial. There's so many aspects of this where if he is what we think he can be, life becomes a whole lot easier for Ohio State. And if he doesn't tap into that potential, then you kind of start to have questions that maybe you didn't expect to have at the linebacker position.